right through a tire. God. This is just really one house. A pile from basically one house. And there are houses with piles like this all over the island. Every single lot on the island has a pile like this. And that's just the junk pile. Then you've got the vegetative pile. We've got trees knocked down with wires all tangled in the trees, and power lines strewn across the ground. And you can see the rats have been trying to live here. Things like broken mirror glass, where did that come from? But the rats have been trying to eat through the coconuts. But the power lines ripped down. We don't even know whose roof this came from. It came from so far away, nobody even has a roof like that near us. This tree knocked over. A telephone pole snapped and laying on the ground. But we're making headway because we had a big machine come in, clear out the ramp, had to chop down those broken coconut trees over here. There were a bunch there. This is where the telephone pole was before it snapped off. That was a telephone pole, and it snapped off. And then over here, it's very typical stuff here on the Sylvester lot. Dave Sylvester's boat was off the trailer and on the ground. Was completely submerged at one time. And when you come over here and you look, the lower unit is buried in the rock. And then as we go over here, there goes an iguana. Okay, but as we go over here, these kayaks appeared here. We have no idea. Now down here, these are shingles off of our house that blew all the way from across the street, way over there. And all our shingles and our gutter, this is our gutter system right here. Our gutter ripped off and piled up here on this lot, along with a lot of other of our stuff. Our ladder, somebody's golf cart, completely submerged, drenched, ruined. And then all this is debris from under this house. This was a garage. It's completely blown out. There's the door, and there are the walls right there. All the other pieces, another golf cart. All this completely ripped out for just palm trees knocked over, stuff, furniture, people's furniture just tangled in the mess. Tackle box over there. Here's his mailbox over here right next to the canal. This is on the canal and the mangroves right here. And it's just the whole island is like this. Just miles and miles and miles of debris, just all tangled in with the mangroves. And we're not sure. There was a boat on this trailer, a pontoon boat, and the pontoon boat is totally gone. We don't know where it is. Big, huge pontoon boat with a couple Yamahas on it. It's gone. This boat, we have no idea where it came from. And then over here, this is the lot. Right now I'm on the lot across the street from our house. And there's a lot of water here. The boats off these trailers are gone. We don't know where they are. This is the roof to our porch off the water side of our house. That's our light. Our porch just snapped off and flew from here on this lot all the way from the other side of that house. Just landed here with a bunch of other debris from other people's houses that we have no idea. And then our neighbor across the street here, there goes another iguana. Lots of iguanas. They're looking for food, probably. Just, I mean, every inch. Boots, clothes, magazine, tools, refrigerators, more toolboxes, doorways, scrub brushes, coffee makers, more refrigerators, kayaks everywhere. There's kayak. Here's the garage door. This is the garage door. Oh, Jesus. Wow. This is the canal. Oh my gosh. Just piles and piles of debris, just all stuck in the canal. Pieces of homes, people's lives, pillows, and this car. This was Cush's old boathouse. And this is the garage door, just blew right through the boathouse. And there's an MG over there that was under the house, and somehow it got floated out to that spot there, completely filled with water and destroyed. And for something to break off a coconut tree like this, the wind it took to snap off a coconut tree like that is just incredible, almost unimaginable. And this car is ready to go into the water. Let me zoom away from that a little bit. Yeah, it's ready to go right down the boat ramp. All these big trees everywhere. This boathouse was packed with stuff on the shelves. Packed. And every single thing on every single shelf is gone. This is Cush's old house across the street. This is his boathouse I just walked through. And they're not home yet. They're still up in Canada. But their house is virtually destroyed. The wind blew through it, blew through all the windows. All the trees are ripped up. And it's pretty sad. I mean, this is the lot that's between us and them, which really we own. So we haven't even really started to clean up this yard, this lot yet. It just has pieces. We don't know where some of these things came from. Some of these shingles, there's no house around here. It's almost like it blew from the island way across the channel. You know, more tin roof, more snapped off palm trees. For sable palm to clean snap off like that, I mean, that is some major wind. And here's part of one of the trees, another tree, and that's Cush's old house, just completely, pretty much destroyed. This is Dad's Toyota truck over here, and it basically went underwater, and it's just filled with mud and mold. That truck is just completely ruined. Look at the mold on the steering wheel. And the engine went underwater. You can see how high the water was inside the doorway there by the water line. But this truck is trashed. Stuff in here. Look at this box here. Some of the stuff in here is still really good. I'll have to tell him that, so he knows. Yeah, good stuff in there. I'm going to take some of this gas and put it in my truck because we're towing Dad's boat home. His boat actually fared very well. Got a lot of water in it, filled with water. It's going to need to be completely rewired and whatever else needs to be done. There might be water in the motor. We don't know. Now, we got this house all cleared out. This is the guest quarters, the quarter deck. This air conditioner was tilted over, and we got it all fixed up. But this was just buried in gravel and broken glass from the broken windows. This wall is knocked out. There were walls right here. These two walls are gone. And then this was a storage room back here, but the wall toward the water got blown out, as did the window. And this wall is all blown out. This was all just piled thick. Things like this tablecloth just got wrapped around the wood, and all this wood just got pushed in, and the forces that did that are just unimaginable. A lot of good stuff got destroyed. All this we kind of organized up on the shelves here, but everything got soaking wet. And over here, let me get the propane tank. This is the propane tank, okay? The propane tank is down on this big concrete slab, and it used to be over here where this green hose is on the wall. That was the propane tank right there, and somehow it got dragged all the way over there, and it's completely full of propane and strapped down to a big concrete slab. And it ripped out all the gas lines and everything. There's one of the pressure regulators, one going to the house, and there's the line, half-inch copper line running in, I'm going to have to replace. And we've just been scooping up piles and piles of this mucky debris out of the garage, all intertangled with pipes, other people's kayaks, plumbing, broken stumps, branches. This is the wall that's knocked down. This was a wall right here, but it's all like knocked down and halfway in. And this is where my dad has his generator, and the water pumps, and all the plumbing has broken. So we don't have any cistern water. You can see just this was a foot deep in mud. And we got Becky scooped and scooped and scooped and got that all scooped out pretty good. So we did a lot of cleaning today. We're thinking of taking the cistern out of service. And this is the cistern right here. Let me get out of the sun here if I can. Oh boy, maybe I can't. But this whole back wall here, this whole back wall, all the way up there where the roof is missing, that's where the roof used to be. Okay, all down here is a cistern tank. We got electricity today, and we got the air conditioner running, and that's working, but we have no running water and no sewage. And all the gutters ripped off, and the dock is totally gone. There was a dock going way out there where the bird is, and eventually, hopefully, we will rebuild. And just every single bit of water has some kind of debris in it. There's an old boat or something under the water right there. Somebody else's house. Bits and pieces of people's homes. They came way from over there, and that's No Name Key over there. So their stuff flew all the way across this channel, flew and floated and or washed up here on our shoreline. So you can see all this was beautiful bushes right here and trees, and it's just all been destroyed. And we had a guy come in and cut out a lot of the stuff so that we could. This is the outside of that storage room I was showing you, and it just kind of blew the walls in on that. And this is the bottom of the quarterdeck house, and that wall is pushed out right there. All that's going to have to be rebuilt along with all that. Enough.